Menjadi hebat itu tak hanya berwawasan luas, tapi juga memberi makna. Suasana belajar yang penuh motivasi dan prestasi membuatku makin yakin, inilah aku dan inspirasiku.
Di sini, kamu ditempa menjadi pribadi hebat dan bermanfaat.
Di sini, aku hadir bersama mimpi-mimpiku, melangkah satu demi satu untuk masa depan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, who I respect Vice Chancellor 1, Miss Aina, and Vice Chancellor 2, Miss Elsa, and Vice Chancellor 3, Miss Anissa, and to all staff of the faculty and study program that I am proud of. First of all, I would like to thank you for being willing to attend the university work meeting to discuss the development of our beloved university during this pandemic. To shorten the time, let's open this meeting by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Then the next agenda is a report from the Vice Chancellor 1, which will be submitted by Ms. Aina regarding the development of implementation of education providers. I invite Ms. Aina. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you to Ms. Tiara as a counselor who has given me the opportunity to present a report related to the problems that are currently happening. Based on the report I received, there are problems that occur in academic, institutional, and related issues. At this time, we will be holding community service or PPM. In this case, I see that performance is still not optimal in inputting data, so that it becomes one of the causes that hinder delivery inputting data. Among them, there are reports of delay in information, as well as relating to the implementation of community service activities. There are these reports regarding the exact time in carry out activity, as well as for the development of the university. It is necessary to assess the achievement of student, lectures, and campus activity. It is necessary to collect data on achievement that have been achieved. That's the report I can give. For the further and details, the academic section, we will discuss the obstacle that occur in academic section. Thank you.
Thank you to Vice Chancellor 1 for the report as explained by Vice Rector 1, Ms. Aina. I would like to listen a report from the head of academic, Ms. Ika. I invite you. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, thanks to the Chancellor for the time and opportunity. The result of report from the academic section are that there are many complaints from students. They complain that the academic information provided is almost always imperfect and confusing. Then, furthermore, it was found that the student academic data had not been inputted by our system, and some had double data. This makes it difficult for us to process the academic data of the student. Maybe enough from the academic section. Thank you.
Thank you for the report from the head of academics, followed by reports from each den of the faculty. The first is FPB by Ms. Lovita. The second is FIP by Mr. Alzi, and the third by FPMS by Ms. Fionita. I invite you all. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, first of all, it's my voice clear, everyone?
It's clear.
Clear, Miss Luvita.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank to the counselor for the time and opportunity that given to me. So here we go, ma'am. For the FPB faculty itself, as much as possible to provide information as soon as possible, both for Indonesian language and literature study program and English education study program. It's just that maybe there is a delay for the study program to students. And is it true, as the head of academic division said, that there are some students who have a problem? So we and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And it is true, as the head of the academic division said, that there are some students of the academic of who have not provide data, so we can input that to the data in campus, in college. Yeah. In addition, we also ask the superiors to be able to provide information that is not too sudden, so that there are not many students who complain either to the study program or to the academic side. Enough for the presentation from me. Thank you.
Okay, maybe permission to explain Ms. Tiara regarding current problems at the Faculty of Education is actually not much different from what was experienced by FPB regarding the delay in providing information and communication, right? Due to the impact of the current pandemic, which is slightly hindered by distance and time to be on campus or college, right? And also the next obstacle to complain about is the campus application that is used for present list and the provision of material provided by the campus is not optimal, I think. So students have difficulty when fill present list and get teaching materials that have been given by the lecturers. Maybe that's all I can say from Faculty of Education, maybe. Thank you, Ms. Tiara.
Okay, yes, in advance, thank you to the rector for the opportunity for the FPMS faculty. We always provide important information as quickly as we can to students, among other faculties, but maybe for the academic information such as lecture schedule, sometimes FPMS still has problem with the accuracy of the schedule between each lecture, so that at the beginning of the schedule distribution, therefore sometimes there is a change in the course schedule in the middle of the semester for one reason or another. Therefore, we give permission to convey to the mathematics study program so that it can schedule lectures careful so that there are no more complaints from students. And maybe that's enough report from me as the Dean of FPMS. Thank you.
Thank you for the deans of the faculties for the reports. Now we will continue with reports from Vice Chancellor to Miss Elsa regarding financial administration and general administration and human resources or HR and information system planning. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, thanks for the time and your opportunity. I saw several problems in the field of financial administration, general administration, and also human resources on our campus. Among them, the first is I feel that the performance of general administration and finance is less than optimal. For the example is general administration and financial administration, which are slow in preparing financial affairs, which include budget preparation and budget execution. This has an impact on students who are given a short time limit to make payment transactions related to activities on campus. Meanwhile, we know that this pandemic is affecting the economic condition of several students. And the second, problems related to human resources. Lack of lectures in various study programs causes lecturers to have a lot of workload, and I think this affects the quality of lectures in teaching. I think that's enough from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the report from Vice Chancellor to Ms. Elsa, followed by reports from each head of division. The first is the head of finance by Ms. Cindy. The second is head of LPPM by Ms. Yulia. And the third is head of study program by Ms. Putri. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, well, thank you for the opportunity. Previously, I received several complaints from students, including semester fees and per credit, which are always changing and gradually, so that many students feel overwhelmed because they feel that there are a lot of costs that must be incurred, even though I could just call the fees nominal. Directly at the beginning of the registration process, so that there are no students or parents of students who feel confused about this. So enough from me. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you for the time and opportunity. Here I will explain some issues related to LPPM on our campus. Among them, the first is that there are students who have not paid administrative fees for the distribution of PPM, KKN, and PPL activities. This makes it difficult for us to manage logistic costs for this purpose. Then the second problem in terms of previous community service activities, we saw that there was not one area where the community was very limited in understanding technology and asked students to teach it. And however, the majority of students in the field are seen as lacking competence in not educational fields, including technology. Maybe that's all from LPPM department. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Yulia, and thank you for the opportunity. Well, here I will convey compliment for student related to information or campus program activities as conveyed by the academic who in this study program is that sometimes the schedule that has been made clash with academic activities. Therefore, many students complain because of conflicting activities or student information, as well as confusion and direction on an activity program that is lacking in providing instruction. Maybe enough for me. Thank you.
Thank you for the head of section for the reports. Next, I want to listen a report from Vice Chancellor 3, Ms. Anissa, regarding facilities and infrastructure to student development. The time and screen is yours.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to the Chancellor. Maybe I am here as Vice Chancellor 3 and will cover related problems and complaints that I got from students about infrastructure to student development. I will explain first regarding the existing facilities and infrastructure on the campus at this time, namely the lack of existing facilities and infrastructure to support student activities themselves, such as a campus Wi-Fi, which is slow and sometimes difficult to access. Projector for classes that are still lacking to use projectors, so that it is hampered when lecturer need to teach them other things may be good, but I only see that many are not maintained for facilities and infrastructure either because of the community or students who are in the campus environment. Lack of brochures, man of hand sanitizer, use of building or surroundings that are not well maintained for clean lines and other things. So from this, it's become an impact also on the lack of student guidance to be aware of cleanliness and the lack of care for the campus environment so that they can maintain and utilize campus facilities and infrastructure properly. If you start to get used to simple things, then for other big things it will be better. Maybe that's all I can say. Thank you, Miss Tiara.
Okay, thank you to Vice Chancellor 3 for her staff that are the head of students affairs, Miss Wafa, and the head of facilities and infrastructure, Miss Ilma. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, thanks to the Chancellor for the opportunity. Permission to submit several reports from students related to the KTM, where there are so many students who have not received the KTM. So that students do not have their identity cards as students at campus. Therefore, to BAK to immediately follow up on this problem. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, let's continue. Thanks to Miss Tiara for the opportunity and for the time to me. Regarding an explanation about facilities and infrastructure at our beloved university. I'm Ilma Apriani as the head of infrastructure division, the Honorable Miss Tiara Prasasti as director, Vice Rector 1 Miss Aina related to the development of the implementation of education providers, and Vice Rector 3 Miss Elsa related to financial administration, general administration, and human resources and information system planning. And the last one is Vice Rector 3 Miss Anissa Aprilia related the facilities and infrastructure to fostering students and their staff. Give information, it will take a long time to me for deliver my explanation. I'm so sorry for that before. Give information. I have previously noticed several problems related to the infrastructure that have been conveyed by Ms. Anissa regarding the problem of infrastructure in our campus. The first is campus Wi-Fi, which is slow and sometimes difficult to access. That's right, Ms. Anissa. The first problem the students often complain about Wi-Fi connection. It's only the few points serve as reference point in the installation of Wi-Fi. So the connection is not comprehensive and seems to be scrambling. Well, as we know, the students in this campus very much. There are 1,000 of students in this campus. For that, we facilities and infrastructure will take inventory and coordinate the addition of Wi-Fi installation points, which are planned to be installed at several points, including near the gazebo of Building B, gazebo of Building C, gazebo of Building A, and gazebo of Building D. Regarding their own findings, Regarding their own findings, students are actually required to pay campus Wi-Fi funds, but in this case, we from infrastructure side still feel overwhelmed to manage the finance because the data and the accuracy of students' payment are still messy and confusing for the finance department. So it is difficult for us to allocate these funds. The second problem is related to projectors. For the current data, there are 28 projectors, but 10 of them were damaged. 5 of them can be used anymore. The damage is caused by several factors, including student neglecting to use them, and the second one is checking and maintenance that has not been maximized. This is very well recognized by us as infrastructure. In that case, our infrastructure department will submit a proposal related to the addition of learning facilities on the campus. And one of them is to spend it for the forecast of 8 projectors and require for 5 projectors at the same time. Will purposes for the construction of one multimedia lab, which is on the campus, is not available. The third problem is related to the buildings, language labs, micro-teaching rooms, halls, lecture rooms, classrooms, and the environment around the campus that is non-maintenance. For this, we from the infrastructure have held a meeting with the permission of Warek 1 and Ms. Warek 3 to schedule routine checks and maintenance and repairs related to building every 6 months. And for the cleanliness of the environment itself, the infrastructure is ready to provide 30 cans of organic waste and organic and stored at several points such as classroom and the campus environment, along with pamphlets on the cleanliness so the students feel interest and have a sense of belonging to be together, be aware, and maintain a good of cleanliness. The third problem is connection with the COVID-19 pandemic situation. We from infrastructure and facilities department will allocate spending to provide hand sanitizer and masks throughout the classroom for preparation of offline learning activities and installation of sinks at several points throughout the campus area. Okay, this is the last problem. The last problem is related the parking area and parking ticketing system. Its connection with frequent reports of loss of motorbikes. We from the infrastructure have coordinated with campus security to be more stringent is security guarding, especially around campus parking lots, and for preventive measures, all students must have parking identity card containing the name, class, department, along with a motorbike or car plate number. While the lecture contains the name, position, faculty, and motorbike or car plate number. That's the long explanation from me as a head of infrastructure. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you to the head of facilities and infrastructure, Mrs. Ilma Apriani, for the detailed explanations. From the explanation, I really agree with how solution or improvement that we might be able to fix together, especially in terms of being wise and being able to use facilities and infrastructure as well as possible to support success, to achieve achievement in order to be better in important about our campus, because with good cooperation between all parties, things can go be better in the future. Maybe that I can say again, Mrs. Tiara Prasasti.
Okay, thank you for the reports that have been submitted. Furthermore, the main agenda of today's meeting, which is suggestions, it's requested for all staff to provide suggestion and for the progress of our campus. Those who will submit suggestion, please raise hand on the features available on Zoom. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, permission to Ms. Tiara as a lecturer, and I would like to give some suggestion in overcoming some of the existing problems. Among the first problem is academic section can be assessed by the student body and institution and student data collection. Yeah, as well as for the institution section to ensure and the institutional section assisting and follow up in order to minimize information delay, as well as activity that we will be carried out, namely community service or PPM, which is assisted by the administration and institution to follow up students who take part in community service activity. As well as will take a part in community service or PPM. That's all the advice I can give. So thank you.
Okay, who next will give suggestion?
Permission to the counselor. I would like to give a little advice, especially what has previously been explained about the problem by Vice Chancellor Chu. Things that may be sensitive regarding information about general administration and finance, so that in the preparations of the budget, it can be arranged as well as possible, so that time can be disseminate information to students. It doesn't seem too sudden because we can know that with current condition, it is very unlikely that some important information regarding payments, campus activities, suddenly with a very short time. This is a very influential, so we have for the hit of finance to be able to prepare for the activity to take place. Maybe for some other things, there will be opinions from the staff. Thank you, Mr. Tiara.
Okay, who next will give this suggestion?
Permission to add from the Decan of FPB, Miss?
Yes, sure, Miss Luvita.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe there are some.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It is true that I agree with what Miss Vice Chancellor 3, Miss Anissa said regarding notification of time of payment problems. It should not be sudden because we don't know how students are. A few addition from me, maybe. Thank you.
Thank you for the all suggestion from Miss Anissa, Miss Aina, and Miss Lovita. So from the result of today's meeting, I can conclude the problems that exist on our campus are less than optimal data entry data, so that many systems don't run well. Uncertain and impromptu academic information, student service application and websites that are difficult to access, general administration and finance that are less than optimal in making transparent financial reports and regulating the pay system to take effect delays in payment for activities such as KKN, PPL, and then the lack of human resources or lecturers, students' ability when they go to the field. facilities and infrastructures such as slow and difficult to access Wi-Fi, projectors limited, and building and campus environment that are not maintained, right? So, that what we need to be improved is the financial system, and the second is academic system facilities and infrastructure. I agree with the advice from Miss Aina regarding helping each other and sharing tasks when collecting students' data and conveying information and providing briefing or training first to students who will go to the field. And I also agree with the advice of Miss Anissa about arrange and make a payment schedule from before or from far in advance so that this sudden information. And to increase the number of students, I have plans to open master's degree in English education because this opportunity is very high in demand. Then, for the improvement of facilities and infrastructure, as previously stated by Ms. Ilma, the construction of a multimedia lab and providing things in every corner of the building will be carried out in stage. Okay. This aim to increase the attractiveness of our campus because complete facilities and infrastructure support good learning. Maybe that's enough meeting today. Hopefully, what was discussed today can be applied and implemented to develop our campus. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in another meetings.
Okay, thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
Miss
Thank you
Tiara.
for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss. And